Well, g'day tubes, how's she hanging? Pretty good here. Snowy, cold, winter still, Canada. Cold, snowy, winter. It's winter until August. Then we get 3 days of summer and then it's back to winter. And yeah, so. But anyways, today we're working on this torch thing again. A little bit longer than I need, of course, but hopefully this isn't going to be too small of a tube. It should still hopefully work, at least get me some flame into here, is the idea. So, I still think I maybe went a bit too big with the tube in here, but anyways, oh, sharp bits. But anyways, we'll see what happens. I was thinking of making a new lid. So that one's going to be too big, but I'm going to have to maybe cut off the top of the bucket here, and then it should fit on fine. It'll look kind of strange, but it's 10 inches from here to here, where it worked out pretty good. But it's really hard to find a bucket like that. I looked all around Princess Auto the other day. I looked around Lowe's, Home Depot. Didn't have anything. The only thing I found actually was really close was a bucket of drywall compound. Smaller bucket. I could have just got that and then poured it. I'm like, that's crazy, because then I'd have to get another thing of you know, that stuff in, the special refractory cement. I'd have to buy this bucket of drywall compound just to get the size, and then throw all the drywall compound in the garbage, I guess. I'm like, nah, I'll just cut the top off of here and drive on. So it would have been better if I had maybe one more pail of cement. I would have had 3, and then I could have done, it would have come up. But anyways, it should still work, but that frickin' refractory cement isn't super cheap, so we'll make do with what we have, I suppose. So anyways, I'm going to start this new nozzle here long, and if it's too long, I find that I can always just chop her back a bit, so it's easier to, you know, have it too long than not long enough. But what my idea is to use a washer to hold the nut part right on there, and then the nozzle and the nut will go on there. Let me grab those. So yeah, we'll just weld on a washer, and the nut will get welded on there as best as I can, and then the holder all here, and then the wand will come out there with a little dewey on the end. And I'm going to leave this, like I say, a little bit longer, so it'll go into the bucket a bit, but then I'll have lots of room to drill lots of air holes, because you need tons of air holes. I'm even thinking of maybe drilling some holes in the back here if needed, maybe to help draw a bit of air through there too. So because it seemed to burn pretty good when I just had this thing going with sucking the air in the back. And as soon as I blocked it off, whoa, the flame really changed, right? So these things require a ton of air. So that to that. This will probably have to be welded right solid around there, which is going to be interesting to weld that, because thin washer and a lot thicker material. But I should be able to get her there. I probably should, like, maybe bevel this down a little bit here. That way I can get a little better weld, because right now, if you look at her right now, if I can get you in here, it's a pretty much bang on fit there, and wouldn't really be a whole lot for the weld to adhere to. So I think if I ground the back of the pipe down here a little bit, it would give it a little more to bite to. This stuff's fairly thick, so I should have enough room for that. And washer wise, that's kind of all I got. That'll work good, because it's just about the same size as that. So fire it through and look out, it's going to be awesome. So let's get some stuff welded together here, and then we'll cut the pipe, and then we got a bunch of drilling, I guess, here to do too, to get her some air holes. So I'm going to get the original nozzle. That's why I haven't hacked it apart. and have a look at it, and I'll make it a little bit longer, I think. Alrighty, so what I did was this gap here is just a little bit longer than 2 inches. That's the actual piece that goes into the foundry, and it's pretty much touching, not quite, touching the actual crucible-y thing we made inside there. Plus then I left the same distance here for that guy. And then I just, well, it was a little shorter. I stretched out to 8 inches total, so we should be pretty much right on 8 inch there, if you can sort of kind of see that a little bit. Not the best angle for you. So we'll cut that there. Like I say, it's always easier to cut more off than to add more to it, so that should work pretty good. Alright, I think I'm ready to cut. I'm just going to leave it actually a little bit longer yet, because like I say, it's always easier to cut more off. It's a lot harder to add more to it, really. Well, it's not, but it is. So, I don't know how hard this stuff is. It's, I think they call it DOM or something like that. It's got no weld joint in it, so I don't know how high the carbon is in it. But we'll try her here. It doesn't wreck my blade, hopefully. Here we go. Cut super nice. I like it a lot. Alright, so we got a little bit of a bevel there. I hope that keeps our... Alright, that doesn't look too bad. I don't think it should be a problem there now. And then that we have to weld the nut to, and we'll have a nozzle or so. Sweet. Alright, that's not looking too bad. We'll see if this hopefully still threads in here. I didn't mark threads or anything, or get a little spot of weld in there. It looks pretty good. So there is our new nozzle. Now, this will get, I'll put some thread sealant stuff on this, like the gooey stuff, when we're all ready and set. And that should be good. I noticed I got her a little wee bit off center. It's kind of hard to see down in there, but I don't think it's going to make a monster of a difference. It's like a millimeter out, so I think that's pretty good actually. So that'll get. We're gonna try it actually. Maybe just before we. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I don't think this had any goo on it before when it was the old tip here. Let's have a look here. Looking pretty clean in there, so I don't think they glued that, but they do have holes in the back. One big one there for some reason, I don't know why. And then many holes along the sides. So I don't know how I'm going to do my holes there. I'm probably just going to drill maybe a bunch of holes, and then I don't know, we'll see how it goes. And if I need more air, then I can just take my zing 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 little saw and just, you know, I could, I guess, plasma cut this, but I'm not very good freehand plasma cutting, so, you know, I can't draw anything more than a stick man. But I think if someone was good at drawing, they'd be good at plasma cutting, you know, nice shapes and stuff. I can't do that, so I never have been able to draw very good. I just don't sort of really have that imagination, I guess, of what, like, you know, a guy that cuts carves a log to a statue or something. I can't do that. I don't see that vision of what it's supposed to look like ahead. So this kind of stuff I'm okay, because I can sort of put it together. Yeah, that would work there, that would work there, but to take like a solid block of stuff and carve a statue out of this, no, sorry, not my thing. So yeah, this was glued on here, the one to the wand, so I'm going to glue that one back on, and then maybe we'll just give her a test light just for fun to see what it does without holes. It's just going to orange flame probably out the front, so let me get her glued up here and we'll give her a test. Okay, just because I'm really lazy and I don't want to open the door, let all the cold in, I'm just going to light this in here. I got a lot more headroom in here than in my other shop there. That's like, you know, a lot more headroom here, so as long as I'm careful here, I'm not going to crank it and go, you know, with it, like, kind of thing, but we'll just turn it on here. Tank is on. She's attached. Come on now. I'm going to actually go on the other side of it here. A lot heavier on the front now. So I'll just give her a little light. Ooh, yeah, she's just straight yellow. Ooh, that's quite a flame. It's like medieval times. Ooh, it's hot too. Can you guys feel how hot that is? But anyways, yeah, so we need air holes. Good to the last drop. So yeah, that's no good. We need air holes. So this can just come off again, and we'll get the drill press going here. And we'll give her some air. Maybe. And I think I got to keep the holes back near the back here though, kind of thing. If you go too much, it's going to want to flame out the holes. So I'll have to, I'll look at the other one and see kind of how far they drilled theirs up. And then I'll start from there and kind of copy what they did, but I'm going to have it longer. So hopefully the longer doesn't affect it. But like I say, it's always easier to cut a chunk off, right? So let's go drill. Alright, what my plan is here is to drill through the one side. If I can get her somewhat centered here. Drill through the one side and drill right through to the other side. Do a couple holes, and then we'll flip her halfway, do another couple holes, you know, until we get some holes done in it. But I noticed on this other nozzle here that they're up a little bit. I don't know if that's going to really make a difference, but I'm going to start a little bit higher up. And might have to turn up the drill press a bit, I don't know. Probably wouldn't hurt. Crank the speed up a bit on this sucker. Let's get her motor in. Okay, that's not full speed, but it's pretty fast. So I'm not laser lining my holes up here, nothing, but there we go. know, just for fun, we should try it with just those holes, see what happens. It didn't kind of drill like the way I wanted it to, but I don't think it's going to make a difference as long as it gets some air, right? I should have had that all tied down, but it was wandering a bit. I should have center punched them instead, but these ones come out pretty good here, but that one wandered a bit and it was starting to bite in, so I'm like, ah, what the heck, let's just drill her. And she went not too bad, so let's just try hooking that on and see if it's going to flame at all. Probably not going to be big enough holes. But, nope, need more holes. Definitely working though. Okay. More holes. Or bigger holes. Okay, we went from a 3/16 hole to a 3/8. 3/16 was basically my pilot drilling kind of hole, so we'll give this a shot. See if that gives her enough air. If not, we'll have to go more. Or open the back up maybe a bit too. That might help draw it as it's burning through. It looks like a silencer. 9mm or something. Silencer. 45. I don't know. Okay, let's see here. Well, we're getting there. We're definitely getting there, but we need more air. We do need more air. Okay, do I go up a little bit bigger in the holes, or do I just open up this whole channel maybe? Maybe if I drill... I don't know, I might try... See, they got holes on both sides, so we're definitely getting there. We're definitely getting there, so I might do... I might just drill in the center and just open this right up. Just open them right up again. And if I have to, I guess I could drill holes to the back here, but I'm going to try just opening this to like a slot. Alright, we've definitely opened her up there. That should be enough air, but maybe not. I have to drill right in the end too, I don't know. We'll thread her on here and give her another shot and see what the flame's like coming out the rear end here. Let me just make sure you guys are there. Too bad. Okay, flamethrower or not? Not enough holes yet. Might also be too long. I might it's warm now. I might look at her here again and maybe shorten it a bit. I think we might be all right. I'll double check my lengthy stuff here and I might cut 3 inches off or whatever. Okay, so this time I lengthened these bigger holes and I drilled some in the back. Just small little 3/16 or 11/64 or whatever. So that should give her some air. Let's hook her on here. It's kind of still warm. Welcome! Good thing it's made of steel. Now it's got dirt on it. I can't feel anything with this glove on. It's not too bad. Okay. Hopefully this will get her. If not, I might have to shorten it a little bit. It's getting enough air, but I think I'm going to shorten it. I'm going to take some off and then we'll see if we can get that out of it. It's just probably a little bit too long, but I got a shortener. Okay, so now we're down to 7" total length. Darn it, it's hot. Ha. 7" total length, so I cut off like 1.5 inches roughly. I think it was 8.5, so we're a bit shorter. I can do a little more if need to. I just go a little bit at a time, you know. There's no point in tearing it all off all at once and oh crap, now it's too short, now I gotta try to weld the chunk back to it. Because I got a little bit of a length to go through to the Foundry, right? Getting better, but I almost think that it needs more air. It's still just not getting the air it requires. But I'm gonna try. I think I got about another 1 inch and a bit maybe to cut off here that are kind of really extra I don't need, so might try that. Okay, so now we're only about 1 inch longer than the factory nozzle. The stock factory nozzle will come with it, but we're smaller diameter, so maybe it's too much propane for that smaller tube. I don't know. Give her a light here and see though. That's better. Way better now. I think we got her, boys. I think we got her. Well, let's just hook up the Foundry do that outside maybe because it's going to be a lot of heat. And I just kind of want to see what happens inside of that now. Alright, I don't have the lid ready yet, but let's just give her a flame test here, I guess. Let's see how she's looking. I might have to get the Foundry up on something. It might be too low for this torch to go in. Out here, so you probably won't see much, but well, it's working. The last little bits of the bucket are melting down there. She's melting the plastic. Now we just need a lid. I guess we'll just nip the top of that bucket off and then just put the lid on top. Okay, so this whole entire project I probably should have been looking for some aluminum stuff to melt because I really don't have any aluminum to melt. But anyways, I'm just going to maybe cook this thing for a little bit, see how she goes. We got the lid chopped off. I tried with my torch, and apparently this metal's so thin it just kept burning. You can see a little scorch mark on the side, so I just got my little grinder and did her that way. So, oh wow, that's a really good fit. The size of the hole is about the size of that whatchamacallit in there, so it's going to hold a lot of heat. Crucible size is about the same size as the hole, so mostly all homemade. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll have to give her a shot. For a little while. I'm sure there's a flame coming out the top though. Hopefully that refractory cement holds up. I don't know. It's not turned up all the way yet either. I figured I'd bring it up slowly. Stuff today. I want to wait till we got a whole kind of bunch to do, and then we can just keep adding it and get like a whole crucible full, right? So I'm just going to kind of burn it and see if that's how hot that thing will get in there. Still got lots of throttle left, we'll say, so that's good. I haven't built a way to dump the crucible yet, but you know, I just kind of wanted to give her a shot here and see how she looks. So I'll let her go for 15-20 minutes. We'll take her out and see how red the crucible is. If it's red hot, I don't think there's any chance that something's not going to melt in it. There's some of the other things we molded there once. I just got this pan, I don't know, from the dollar store or something. Looks like it got a bit hot once. Got plastic on it of some sort. So that's about 60 pop cans roughly in one of those. So that was a lot of melting with the old, we used the old turkey burner thing, and then this guy just on top, and it melted it pretty good, but it's quite messy, eh? There's lots of slag and crap in that. So I got a few pop cans in here, but in my bucket of stuff here, but I'm gonna just wait, I think. I got a bunch of flattened pop cans. I think I'm going to hold off on those for now though. I've only got about maybe 20 in there, so I'll get something more aluminum. What? I don't know. We'll figure something out. And then we'll pour some ingots. That'll be awesome. smoking away here. I guess that's just propane exhaust. I gotta rip off this lid real fast, try to get that thing out and put the lid back on. I don't want to put the lid down on anything cold. I guess I could get a piece of wood. Then I want to bring this thing in, close the door real fast and see if it's red hot. It's been going about half an hour or so here. I don't think it's red hot. Stupid lights. Oh, I can't turn that stupid light off. There. Oh, it is red hot too, look. Oh, that'll melt the crap out of stuff. That's gonna be awesome. Look how red it is. Okay, so it was red hot, but not quite as red as I wanted it. But like it wasn't like, you know, super bright red hot, but definitely probably hot enough to melt aluminum anyways. I don't think you do brass or copper in that. It just wouldn't get hot enough. I don't have a proper thermometer to temp that, but I bet you it was pretty darn hot. So just going to put that down on the floor. And we're going to go out and have a look at the Foundry here. So it's not looking any worse for the wear. Looks like it actually did pretty good for the first sort of burn, we'll say. So it's a little warm on the outside. Wouldn't want to grab it for a while anyways. So that's worked good. And I think we got a good torch too. That seemed to work good. Super awesome. What are you doing here?
Waiting.
You're off school, aren't you? March break.
Yeah.
Must be nice. Anyhow, last thing today, I got a package in the mail, and it's just from Amazon.com to Billstmaxx. So, something I didn't order. So let's open her up here and see. Little wee box. A wee guy. Oh, I don't see any message or note. It's a little battery tester. Battery tester. Battery tester. Oh, sweet. Checking and charging level switch on both headlights. Checking the charger. Oh, so it does like alternator testing stuff too. That's pretty cool. Ooh. Alternator state. Fault. Oh, we're good. Battery state full. Middle, I think that says. Low. 12 volt LED digital battery tester. Sweet. I just so happen to have a battery sitting right here. Oh, look at that. We're good. Super. So it must charge or do the alternator test when it's charged above, like, you know, alternators are sometimes up to 14 volts, right? So it must know, and then checks your alternator state too. That's pretty sweet. So thank you, whoever sent that. I got no notes, so I have no, like, oh, goodness. Holy jeez, don't do that. That popped off of there. That's not a very good thing to do. Anyways, that scared the crap out of me. How somehow that come off of there, and that was tight. That's scary. Hopefully nothing blew up here. My little battery charging bank. I think we're all good. Holy shnikes. Owie. Should put connectors on those, I suppose. Ooh, we're safer. We got connectors now. I feel better. That scared the crap out of me. I think my pants, my underwears might be a little bit brown colored now. Ugh. Anywho, looks like I think we were successful. We won't know until we actually do a melt, but I think it should be all right. Hopefully. Now, I don't know how aluminum, as you've seen in that little pot there, is pretty messy, so I don't know how many burns we're going to get with that homemade crucible they made there, without it kind of sticking and kind of being a nuisance, you know, and making more of a mess. So we'll have to figure out some way how to clean it. to get it out again, but I guess aluminum's messy stuff when it's melted. It's kind of like melted Play-Doh almost, right? So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen there, but we might not get very many burns out of that. We'll have to make a new crucible or something, but that'll be a good little test, I guess. So anyways, I'm going to head her out. Have to keep an eye out for some stuff to melt. I don't kind of really have like aluminum, like a lot of aluminum to actually melt. So I'll have to find something somewhere. Sure, I can, you know, find something. I do actually have one thing here that Dylan, we found them actually. So aluminum bat might work. Might work. I don't know. Just get her started and just maybe she'll melt right down into the pot. I don't know. Might have to cut it in chunks and put little pieces in, but I'm sure she'll melt. But anyways, freaking cold out here. I'm gonna head her out. We'll catch you guys later. Have a good day, and we'll look for stuff to melt.